program is about the subtleties of the multifaceted profession, the program Diplomats Life, to meet people who carry the mission of rapprochement of nations on the basis of mutual understanding and cooperation. Ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman in Kazakhstan, Mr. Saeed bin Mohammed bin Ali Al-Barami, will share his love for meat, respect for parents, and the celebration of the 20th anniversary of Astana in the program Diplomats Live. Lately, Arab countries have been actively developing their tourism, especially the United Arab Emirates and the Sultanate of Oman. It is the capital of the Arab world. It borders with the United Arab Emirates. It is located on the peninsula near Saudi Arabia. It is quite an ancient country. Oman develops relationships with many countries. I am sure that they are cooperating with Kazakhstan. Oman is a very ancient country, located in the easternmost part of the Arab world. The sun rises first over Oman and then over the entire Arab world. The country is washed by the waters of the Arabian Sea and the Indian Ocean. Iran is our neighbor. In the north, that part has a beautiful landscape comprised of mountains and a strait. Here is the Arabian Sea. Behind it is the Indian Ocean. Here are Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and Yemen.
Традиции оманской, которая они древние, как можно сказать, оманская цивилизация, часть арабской цивилизации, но
Omani traditions, like Omani culture itself, are very ancient. Omani civilization itself is part of the Arab civilization. It is very old. In ancient times, on our territory, there were states that are related to Iraq, Egypt, India, and even to China. Therefore, we have a certain fusion of cultures. This can be seen even by local traditions in the regions of the country. Sometimes they're very different. Dance, clothes, customs. They're all different. Sometimes it makes you think that you are in another country. We love the sea very much. Many poets in antiquity dedicated their works to the sea, as well as to sea battles, thanks to which we preserved what we have.
Поэзии и поэты и так далее. Есть история Оман, и когда оманцы воевали за свою независимость, против врагов и так далее. Оман о море, отношение оманским к морю. У нас был раньше 150 лет назад.
People of Oman view the sea in a special way. They're drawn to the sea. Our Navy has a 150-year history, maybe even longer. It operates even to this day. Many lands of East Africa, such places as Mombasa, were under Omani rule. The antiquity of our civilization is also evidenced by the fact that statehood existed at the time of the birth of Islam. Currently, the Al Said dynasty has been in power in Oman for more than 260 years.
Сейчас у нас семья, которая Al Said, который сейчас находится на власти Омана. Она находится на власти Омана больше, чем 260 лет. А сейчас население у нас где-то...
At the moment, our population is about 4 million people. Of these, about half is Omani. It is very peaceful and safe in our country. We demonstrate quick development in different spheres: economic, social, and tourism. Our policy is peaceful. Oman always stands for peace.
Политика у нас мирная политика. Оман всегда работает и вызывает к миру. И я здесь уже почти 4 года смотрю политика Омана и политика Республики Казахстан.
I have been here for almost 4 years, and it must be said that the political course of our countries is very similar. Both Oman and Kazakhstan are always in favor of a peaceful settlement of all issues. During my stay here, I have become very attached to Kazakhstan. The leadership here is clever. All initiatives, both regional and international, are very smart. It's beautiful here. The country is huge.
И тоже умные руководство, очень умное руководство, и тоже очень умные инициативы, и региональные, и международные, и вовнутри тоже. Оман по территории небольшая страна.
Oman on its turn is a small country, only 309 million square kilometers.
С Казахстаном, Казахстан очень большая страна. У нас 2006 год открылось посольство. И Оман, можно сказать, первая арабская страна.
We opened our embassy here in 2006, and Oman, one might say, was the first Arab country that recognized Kazakhstan's independence. From the very beginning, we had good relationships. President Nazarbayev visited Oman twice, and these visits played a big role in the development of relations between our countries. We are now trying to develop bilateral economic ties. We can develop cooperation in the field of tourism, oil and gas, as well as agriculture. You have roughly 10 free economic zones. We also have about 3 large free zones. Therefore, common projects could be mutually beneficial both for our country and for the Republic of Kazakhstan.
10 свободных зон, у нас тоже почти есть 3 большие свободные зоны и есть тоже другие свободные зоны. Поэтому можно и выгодно для оба нашей страны, наша страна и для Республики Казахстан. У меня большое желание.
I have a great desire to see Omani businessmen and businessmen from Kazakhstan. We want to hold a business forum either in our country or here, and the businessmen themselves will already look and find opportunities that could be developed here. And we as the government support such initiatives. In case of any problems that might rise on the way, we will make every effort to make sure that a common ground is reached for both sides.
У нас в этом году была делегация с Министерства финансов.
Just recently, delegation from the Ministry of Finance of our country visited Kazakhstan. Negotiations led to the signing of an agreement on exemption from tax duties between the two countries. And we hope that soon we will finish the development of another agreement on the release of the visa regime for diplomatic embassies. I think that we will sign it this year.
Дипломатических паспортов. И тоже, надеемся, в этом году подпишем этот договор. Очень много людей разговаривают на английском языке. И то есть французский и так далее. Например, туристы.
We have a lot of people who speak English, French, and so on. Tourists and foreigners in general will not have any problems with the language in Oman. As for Kazakhstan, the growth of English-speaking citizens is clearly visible compared to 2014, when I was in Kazakhstan for the first time. I often meet people who speak English. Some of them even speak Arabic, and it's very nice. In general, people know English more and more, in shops, hospitals, clinics, and especially in universities. All this helps different spheres of the state development, tourism, culture, and business. Especially to culture. After all, when students study, for example, Chinese language, they learn Chinese culture, and who learns Japanese or English, French or Arabic, accordingly learns more about the culture of these countries. And of course, there are people in Kazakhstan who know the Arabic language very well. They work here at the embassy. At the moment, there are 12 embassies of Arab states in Astana. The staff of my office knows Arabic, English, Kazakh, and of course Russian. In general, 4 languages.
Они знают арабский язык, кстати, английский язык, казахский, конечно, и русский. 4 языка, тоже султанат. Общее, конечно, здесь много общего у нас, здесь и у нас, и в Казахстане. Конечно, воспитание у нас надо...
Of course, there is a lot in common between Oman and Kazakhstan. And first of all, it's our upbringing. From an early age, we are taught to respect the elders, to help them. I see you have the same traditions here, and this applies to people of all ages. Mutual respect, support, and so on. The elders are very good to youngsters too, and I hope that this positive trend will only grow, because this is the way nations and countries develop.
Старшие люди, они тоже как бы относятся к младшему, воспитывают, помогают. Мы надеемся, чтобы поколение, которое будет лучше и лучше, потому что так развивается народ и так развивается страна. Всегда родители, старые люди, они так говорят, что всегда сохранять свой авторитет, всегда надо уважать людей, других.
I see that parents, old people, say that you should never lose credibility, your reputation. If a person wants other people to respect him, he must first respect them, no matter who these people are. Well, of course, it all starts with a person's respect for himself. Children always help their parents. This is how it is in our country too. We never send our parents to nursing homes. They do not lose the warmth and care of their family until the end of their days.
Эхрина родители. Вы можете посмотреть, там в Омане даже люди, старые люди не сидят, это пенсионаты и так далее. Всегда дома.
Today is Yosef's birthday. He was born here in Kazakhstan 2 years ago. The climate in our countries is quite different. Generally, national cuisine largely depends on the climate. The food here is very interesting. I really respect traditions of local people. This is very interesting for me. It has been my 5th year here. I have been invited to weddings and to other celebrations several times. Kazakh traditions are wise and practical. Despite the fact that Oman is a maritime country and we have mainly seafood, we still love pilaf, rice and meat. And from traditional Kazakh dishes, I like to eat beshbarmak. Therefore, love for meat is akin to us, although it seems to me that meat is loved more in Kazakhstan than in our country.
Это другой плод, называется харис, оманский плод.
This dish is called haris, Omani pilaf, and this is another dish, rice with meat. In Omani it's called kapole. This is another dish, also rice. Sometimes it is cooked with meat, and sometimes with chicken. This one is made with chicken. And this is Omani style meat. This is called Omani shuva. It is cooked exclusively on holidays.
Это называется шоа, оманское шоа, это делается на праздник. Это мясо, только мясо. У нас есть сотрудничество между Астанинской оперой и нашей Султанской оперой, Оманской оперой в Маскате.
We have cooperation between the theater Astana Opera and our Sultan Opera of Oman in Muscat. Last year, the Oman delegation came here. We held talks with the leadership of the Opera of Astana. After that, the Opera Company of Astana performed successfully in Muscat. A lot of people came to see them perform, and now we're planning that the Sultan's Orchestra from Oman will tour here in Astana. As far as I know, it is expected in the second half of this year.
А сейчас по плану должно приехать сюда тоже делегации и оркестра, оманская оркестра, султанская оркестра из Омана. Поскольку я знаю, во второй половине этот год. По поводу саммит религии.
We traditionally take part in the Kazakhstani Summit of Religions, which takes place here in October. This year we also plan to attend. We just need to receive an official invitation.
Мы только ждем приглашения. Читаю много. Я стараюсь читать историю Казахстана.
I read a lot. I try to read more about the history of Kazakhstan. I have been to the National Museum in Astana several times already. I want to write something about Kazakhstan, if I can, of course. Now I'm preparing an article about Astana. In July, the capital of Kazakhstan will turn 20 years old. It will be my congratulatory article. I hope it will be ready for publication before the grand celebration.
Надеюсь, до праздника, что поздравительная статья. Надеюсь, до праздника, что будет готова и опубликовать.